Hello everyone and welcome to Healthy Cooking with Shayda. I'm your host and this is where I teach you how to make simple, healthy, delicious meals that are salt, oil, and sugar-free. So one of the questions that I get asked quite a bit is what are some of my favorite weight loss meals? And today I'm going to share with you one of my really favorite meals that I like to eat. And I did during the weight loss phase and I continue to eat that same dish today. And what's in this dish is one head of cauliflower. We've got parsnip, we've got carrots, and we've got corn. Now, a lot of this is interchangeable, but the idea is to keep the parsnip and the carrots and the cauliflower in there. Now, you can leave the mushrooms out, not the mushrooms. Actually, you can add mushrooms if you want. You can leave the corn out if you want, or you can add it in. Now, a lot of you may not be familiar with parsnip. This is what it looks like when it's unpeeled. And when you peel it, this is what it looks like. It's kind of in the same shape as a carrot. And really, parsnip is a root vegetable that's closely related to parsley and to carrot. And parsnips have a sweet taste with a hint of spice. You know how carrots are really sweet? Well, if you eat this has a little hint of a spice to it. But parsnips have a lot of health benefits, okay? So some of the benefits include a high dose of vitamin C. It's rich in potassium, a mineral that helps your heart function, balances your blood pressure, and lowers your risk of kidney stones. Now, you can eat parsnip cooked or raw, however you like. And today we're going to choose to do it. We are going to cook with it. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go ahead and peel this parsnip, which I'm going to do in a minute. But in the meantime, you want to steam your parsnip, your cauliflower, and your carrots. So the quickest way that I find that I can do it, I can either do it on the stovetop, or I have my micro cooker, which I always talk about on my shows because I absolutely love this product. It's from Pampered Chef. It's on my Amazon page, and I'll link below for you guys to go and check it out in case you're interested in purchasing it. So what I'm going to do, this is one head of cauliflower that I've chopped up, and it's a rough chop. You don't need to cut it up finely because ultimately everything is going to go into the food processor, but you do want to steam it so that it gets nice and soft so you can blend it once it's in the food processor. So go ahead, and this is a 3-quart, by the way, which is a good size. I actually have the 1-quart, the 2-quart, and the 3-quart. And if they make a 4-quart, I'll probably get that one too, because I love this product. I actually travel with this all the time. And then you're just going to click it, and then I'm going to take it and put it in the microwave. As you can see, this is my 2-quart. That's always in there. Why? Because I always use it. So we're going to put that in here. And we're going to put it in there. I want it really soft, so maybe about 7 minutes. And then we're going to come back and I'll show you what we do with that. All right, so the timer just went off. So we're going to take it out. Now, if you remember, I didn't add any water to this. But when you take it out, there's going to be water in here from the heat. Whew, it's hot. It's hot. All right, let's dump the water out. So now we're going to take it. Whew, it's hot, people. Anyway, so we're going to take it, now that it has steamed really well, we're going to take it and put it into the food processor. So now that we have our cauliflower in the food processor, we're going to take the parsnip and put that in here because now we want to steam that. Now, I've got a whole bag of garlic that I'm going to add to here, but I'm not going to be adding any garlic powder in there, and I love a lot of garlic. So, for those of you that are not huge garlic fans, you don't have to put in this whole packet. You can just put in 2 or 3 or 4 or however many that you like. But for me, I'm going to put it all in here. And then I'm going to add the carrots. And then I'm going to put the lid back on. And we're going to steam these. Where's the lid? There we go. I'm going to put this in for about 7 minutes as well. So while that's doing that, we're going to take, we've already got the cauliflower in here. I'm going to break this up because everything that's in there is going to be added to this, and we're going to blend this whole thing up with spices, and we're going to add the corn to it. So I'm going to go ahead and start this and start processing it. Okay, so let's open this up because I want to show you guys something. Right now, what does that look like? Mashed potatoes. So sometimes I will take this and just add a few spices to it, nutritional yeast, and I mash this up. I keep blending it. Like this could be blended a little bit more. It's not smooth as much as I want, but I have my own mashed potatoes, and it's cauliflower mashed potatoes. How wonderful is that? And again, it's low calorie because why? It's all vegetables. So as soon as that's done, we're going to add this to this pot, and we're going to blend everything. We're going to add our spices, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the portobello mushrooms. Okay, so our parsnip and garlic and carrots are ready. We're going to take it out. Open this up. If you guys don't have one of these micro cookers, these are a lifesaver, especially when you go traveling. I travel with my 2-quart all the time. And no matter where I am at the hotels, I can get, they always have a microwave. Woo, it's hot. So makes it nice and easy so that I can have my vegetables for breakfast. So we're going to add everything in here along with the garlic. I don't know about you guys, but I just think garlic makes everything taste better. Personal opinion, of course. Okay. Now we're going to blend this a little bit. And from time to time, open this up because it starts to like stick to the top, and then you can just, with a spoon, make sure that everything gets mixed really well. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my spices to this because I wanted it to get blended really well. And honestly, you can put any spice you like in here. So use your favorite. As you all know, I love BENSON'S, the table tasty, the salt substitute. But if there's another salt substitute that you like, absolutely, by all means, go ahead and use that. Now the recipe for this will be posted on my website at Healthy Cooking with Shayda. So you can find the recipe there. Now we're also going to add nutritional yeast. And I always tell you guys to buy the unfortified. This is what gives it our cheesy flavor. But it's loaded with B12, so it does have some nutritional value too. So we're going to add that to it. Now, if you don't want to add the nutritional yeast, you don't have to, but it sure does add a little bit of a good taste to it. And feel free to try and experiment with different spices. Don't feel that you have to use what I'm using. We're going to add lemon pepper to it. And we're also going to add one of my favorite spices, smoked paprika. And this is the Spanish smoked paprika. Oops, wrong lid. Now if you want to mix this a little bit with your spoon, you can. Let's put the lid back on, and we're going to blend this until it gets nice and smooth. Now, every now and then, you guys are going to want to stop and open this and take a spoon and just really mix it in here, because sometimes it has a tendency to come up to the top, and you don't want that. And you want to get this as smooth as possible, so it does start to really take on the mashed potato look. So we're going to blend this just a little bit more, because I can see some garlic that hasn't gotten chopped up yet. All right, let's check this out. I'm going to put this back here. Oh yeah, this is nice and smooth. Okay, so we're going to take this and put it in our bowl here. Doesn't this look like mashed potatoes? I don't know about you guys, but this has replaced mashed potatoes for me. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite. And the reason I'm putting it in another bowl is because I'm going to add corn to this, roasted corn. Now, like I said, you don't have to. You can eat this just the way it is right now. But I know sometimes just eating vegetables is not going to fill you up. So what I like to do with this is I'm going to add the corn to it, and then I'm going to stuff it in a portobello mushroom, and then I'm going to bake it. Or you can air fry it if you have an air fryer, whichever one you like to do. To this, I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of roasted corn. And then you want to mix this really well. And at this point, I would taste it and see if your seasoning is where you want it to be. Because you can add a little bit more garlic. Well, I doubt you want to add more garlic, but you could. But like add more lemon pepper, or nutritional yeast, or black pepper for that matter. So let's taste this and see how we're doing so far on the taste. Well, I would probably add a little bit more of the lemon pepper, but you know what I think I'm going to add to it that I did in the past was cayenne pepper, and the cayenne pepper really tasted good. So let me get the cayenne pepper. I got it. I always have cayenne nice and handy. So we're going to add that to it. So let's taste it now. Now it's good. Okay. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to get your portobello mushrooms, and you want to make sure that it holds its shape. And you're going to take the gills of the inside, and you're going to take it out. When you take the gills out, be careful not to break the sides, because you want it to keep its shape. And all we're going to do is stuff it. And we're going to continue doing that for the rest of them. You can do a little design if you like. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take all 4 of these. I'm going to put it in my Breville Smart Oven Air. I am going to sprinkle the top, no, not with more cayenne pepper, but with nutritional yeast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the Breville Smart Oven Air at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And when it's done, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you what it turned out to be. All right, guys, so it's been 20 minutes. These have been sitting in the air fryer, the Breville Smart Oven Air, and it's been in there for 20 minutes at 400 degrees. It looks pretty darn good. So what I like to do, and this is ready just to eat it the way it is, but what I like to do, I love California balsamics, and Thomas has a spice called smoked hickory balsamic, and I like to drizzle this on top. So you could take either this one or whichever one you like and just drizzle it on top, and it is absolutely delicious. Well, I hope you've enjoyed another episode. This dish is extremely satisfying, it's fulfilling, and you don't feel like you're just eating vegetables, but you are, and it's extremely low in calorie density. All right, guys, thank you for watching another episode of Healthy Cooking with Shayda. We hope that you've enjoyed this show and that this becomes your favorite weight loss recipe as well. And remember, guys, it's one bite at a time, one meal at a time. Thank you again, and we'll see you soon. Bye.